I just wanted to do a quick video on the Rock Band Stratocaster and why you never see anybody using it in Clone Hero. The big problem is the in-between sections of the button. Like if you're not hitting the button spot on, it's not gonna hold down the button. Let me demonstrate here with is this it? Yeah, I remember I played this song and I was getting ready to play the red-green chords, but I was hitting the button somewhere I didn't like, maybe here or something. So you can see I'm hitting the green and red buttons, but it's not registering the red button. So like if you're slightly off at some point in the song, this is at the very end of a 6-minute song, you're gonna miss all the easy notes. Look, this wouldn't be a problem on any other controller, it's just the Stratocaster. But you can use the buttons down here actually. They are responsive enough, but the problem is that the buttons are really small. So it's very awkward to use. And this drum bar feels pretty good actually, but there's no sound when you're strumming, so you're gonna have to go with your muscle memory. So I mean, something like that is no problem on this guitar, but as soon as you need some sort of precision, so I would actually recommend this if you got a song that's like exclusively fast strumming, then this is a pretty good guitar, as long as you're using the buttons down here and not the buttons here, because you're gonna miss a lot of random notes from it. But I want to show the drawbacks of the strumming as well, because you have to trust your movement. There's no real cue to this is what I mean there. Let's try this bit. It's actually going pretty well because I have the audio on the TV off, but as soon as I turn it on, I'm not going to be able to really hear my strumming, and I'm not going to be able to hit that section, even though it's not difficult, but I just can't really hear what I'm doing. It's not enough that I have the feeling like I need this might be because I'm used to the SG, but it's a completely different sound when strumming. Okay, we have the SGA. And you can kind of listen to it, so you don't have to play by feel alone. You can listen to it and hear, like, when did I start strumming? It's like I'm not playing it right now, so it's a bit difficult to judge, but like, and you can like count down strums, like, okay, 3 down strums on each note. So. You can't do that on the Strat because it's completely quiet. So you have to play by feel on this, and don't use these buttons, even though it's tempting. It'll be like I don't know if I'm on a down strum or an up strum. I can't really tell because the speed is quite quick, and I don't have I can't really hear what strum if I'm on even strum or uneven. But on the SG you can count the noises. So the last bit is the most obvious one. It's the whammy bar placement right on top of the strum bar. So I did find a comfortable position actually, but then the strum bar broke, and like how it's completely limp, as you can see. So if you want to whammy anything, you gotta like strum with the whammy bar in your hand. Like play the entire song like this. But I mean, it's possible, but it's something you'll have to get used to. And I guess you could tie a whammy, I mean a rubber band here, and put it on, so it might not be that big a problem. But the placement is not the best. You can see it's right on top of the strum bar, and you have this. I'm not sure what these buttons do really. There's this is the strum. One of these is a strum actually, and I want to say one other good thing is, you know, a lot of people they tap and strum with the elbow, but on this guitar, because you have the frets down here, you can literally strum with your hand while tapping. So it's kind of an interesting. So if you have like a difficult elbow strumming section, you could make it easier by. And instead of an elbow strum, you can actually go do like a double strum and actually just fast pick while tapping. So it's a pretty interesting controller, but these buttons are the main problem because they're just very stingy. Like I'm not holding the red button right now, so if I hit all the in between buttons, obviously if I'm hitting them from both sides, it's gonna drop. But if I'm only hitting one of the sides, it's not gonna. And it's a problem. Like here, I have the bottom of the yellow button held down, and it's not registering as I'm holding the button down. It's just these buttons are not very good, and these buttons are too small. Look, my finger's covering the entire fret. That's not the case down here. So it's just gonna be clunky playing with these five. And I mean, you could probably get used to it, and the buttons are okay. I mean, you can kind of rake tap. It's not really rake tapping, it's just two-finger tapping. But they're not that great either, because they do get stuck in the held position as well. It's not gonna register as tapping. But it's slightly better than the SG with these buttons. The strum bar is okay, but there's just no sound from it. The whammy bar is actually okay. The select button is accessible. It's not that bad. It's just it feels terrible to use it. I mean, technically, it should be okay, but it's just so different from the SG. And these buttons are just bait. You don't want to use these buttons because you're gonna miss some random note at the end of the song. But it's not that bad. You just gotta play it completely differently from every other Guitar Hero controller. And I'm probably not gonna learn it. It's like sliding's completely different. And, like it's just so packed together. Like I gotta play fast bits like this. It's much better to have a bit more room to navigate. You don't really have that here. I feel like I'm playing slower because the buttons are so close together. So that's my little review of this guitar. I wouldn't recommend it, and nobody else is gonna recommend it.